So the last one, realism or realistic. That's one that encompasses everything: the consistency, the structure, the specificity, the guidance. It all needs to be realistic. Like if you have never completed a triathlon before and you've entered Ironman, you need to be realistic that completion is your goal, not some arbitrary time measurement for each discipline. It's like, look, this is a very large undertaking. You're not going to be training 30 hours a week like the best in the world. You just need to be, that's not going to be consistent. No one's going to guide you through that. And it's just not, you need to be realistic.
You don't want to be like me at my first Xterra, where I actually, so you have to go back and listen to the episode where I had to be rescued.
Matt's Matt's first triathlon story is on my Facebook. It's on the YouTube channel. It is really, really funny. It's one of the most popular videos I've uploaded.
But the thing is, like, I actually thought I was going there to win. Right?
Yeah.
And I had no one to tell me that that wasn't possible.
Yeah.
Or that I needed to get some things lined up first before that would be possible. And one of those things,
like swimming.
yeah, like swimming, and maybe like not wearing bib shorts in the water. So yeah, like I actually went into that with a really unrealistic goal because I hadn't crossed all the things off first to get there. So it made my goal just impossible. And that's not to say that like having a super high lofty goal is a bad thing, because I think goals are super important. Like goals are what's going to keep us consistent and what's going to keep us going, really. Because if we don't have a goal, you kind of just end up doing it for fun, and then you kind of plateau really, really quickly.
Yeah, I think that the guidance with the goals helps with timelines. You know, often when I've thought about my own goals, I've shortened the timeline as to what should be necessary. Like, yeah, I could do that in 6 months. I could increase my training to whatever level, 100 miles a week or something within this amount of time. When it's like, actually, look, there is nothing there that suggests that I can run that volume in the next 4 weeks. Like I've never run that volume. So how about we take a 6-month approach? Or is that going to be the most consistent way? Like, am I better off just running 120 Ks a week for the next 6 weeks? Like, rather than just trying to get to this arbitrary number, which may make me better or may not. And so that it's that realistic kind of approach. Because you got to be careful. You don't want to say like, no, that's not realistic. You're never going to be able to do that. So yeah, if you want to do it, you can do it, but let's just make sure that there is an appropriate timeline attached to it.
Yeah, because and we do that by saying, here's what you need to do to get there.
Yeah, right? And the progress measurements. We're both big on time trials and progress measures, drawing that line in the sand. Well, I find it so good because you're like, here you are, okay, and now because we've got like a lot of experience in all these different sports and disciplines and with different athletes, and you go, well, this is the power numbers. This is what a cyclist who's riding Pro Tour rides at for 20 minutes or 8 minutes, or up a hill. That these are the numbers, and here's your numbers. That's a 20% increase. Do you think that's wise that you're going to do that at the age of whatever in 2 weeks? You say, no, probably not.
Yeah. But I think with time and dedication and consistency, we can get to see that trajectory of where things are headed. And I think that, a lot of athletes kind of hate doing those benchmark tests because they take a lot of mental energy
as well.
Yeah. And you know that like at the end of it, you're going to know the result of the hard work that you've done or been doing. And, maybe it's not where you think it should be, or it maybe you exceed your expectations, but they're also really hard. Like going out and like doing that benchmark fitness test they're not easy. So yeah, a lot of people hate them, but I think they are important to do periodically just to assess and make sure, are we on track? And, you can then look back and say, are we consistent enough? Are we specific enough? And, um, you can, if you're doing it yourself, you can look to see if you need different guidance or more guidance or something like that.
Yeah, it's like you just have to do them. I used to avoid them a lot. Like, oh no, I'm not ready this week. When in actual fact, it's like just do it, and it's for the better. Like if you're slower, there's a reason. If you're outside of a 2 to 4% window, either you've improved dramatically or you've regressed, and so now you need to sort something out. But by just avoiding it, you're just kicking the can down the road.
Yeah.
And generally you're avoiding it because like it's not going to be good.
Yeah.